Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 23 shows Mitsuki, Konohamaru, and Sarada all gathering up into where they first met the Sand Shinobi, and there, hopefully Boruto will teleport to them and then teleport them out of there back to the Hidden Leaf Village or somewhere else that's safe, so that way they're not caught in the mix of the battle that's going on between Jura and Kawaki and possibly the other Shinju showing up. And also they can get the Thorn Bowl back to Matsuri or back to Moegi, so that way she can come back out of the tree. So there's a lot of that going on. But if Boruto teleports over to Konohamaru and the others, then it's basically a Team 7 reunion. And everybody's going to be back together. Hopefully if Sarada wakes up, she can enjoy it. But you know what I mean. It's like they're all going to be a team again and have a mission to work on together. And so once Boruto shows up, if he shows up and teleports to them, which I think is most likely going to happen, if he goes over to them, then I don't know how quickly things will be decided or what they'll maybe work on as a team, or what Boruto will basically tell them. They're like, all right, Konohamaru, you need to get that over to Moegi's tree and then stab it and then bring her back, or however you're supposed to use it. You know, we might get a little bit of an explanation on like how to bring them back using the thorn bulb. You know what I mean? Do you stab it at the tree? Do you stab it into the person? What happens? You know, it's a little unclear, but maybe that'll be all decided and whatnot. And then Delta will maybe protect them or keep them from getting hurt. And so Boruto will have to teleport them and then leave them really quickly to also get Arya and Gaara and the other shinobi. So we'll have to see how that works out. But I am interested in like them all coming back together again, and with Mitsuki on Boruto's side and Konohamaru, I mean, he's trusting Boruto, but that doesn't mean he's fully on board with Boruto. So we might get a little bit like, who knows what's going to happen, you know what I mean, when it comes to that. But I do feel like a Team 7 reunion is kind of like it's a really big deal to have them all working together. So finally, if Boruto pulls this off or gets them all to safety, or after protecting Konohamaru, they'll all be a team again, if only for a brief moment, you know what I mean? Konohamaru will trust Boruto for the time being. Mitsuki's already on Boruto's side. Sarada is also on Boruto's side, so it'll be a full reunion. Everybody's back together again. And so with this team up, with everybody now working side by side and together on this, it could be the start of like full cooperation with everybody. And with that full cooperation, they can do anything as a team. So it's going to be really interesting to see how it all plays out, how it all moves forward, how Boruto and Team 7 work together again and they become a full-on team, and they start on the path to like victory or to fighting or to working as a full unit now, you know what I'm saying? And it's going to be interesting to see. And I don't know, what does that mean for Mitsuki, you know what I'm saying? Because he's kind of the only one who's able to fight right now. Not that Konohamaru can't fight, but it's more so like he took some damage, Sarada's passed out, Boruto took some heavy hits from Jura and can barely like get up or stand up or whatever. So it's kind of up to Mitsuki now to protect Konohamaru and to basically like fight for the team, you know what I mean, at this point, because Mitsuki has I think he has the most energy or the most capability to keep on fighting. Konohamaru, he can still fight as well, so we'll have to wait and see until then, but we'll figure out the direction of like where the story's going to go, or like what the team is going to head towards, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'm interested to see how like Boruto leads them or directs them or tells them like, all right, this is the new plan and with the new mission, or like these are the new way we're doing things, or I've changed up a lot of stuff, so we're gonna have to change ourselves. We're gonna have to do things in a certain way. But I guarantee that Boruto's gonna show up to them and it's gonna be a reunion, you know what I mean? I think they could not do that, but I feel like that's the direction they're going in. So we'll have to wait and see until chapter 24. But a Team 7 reunion in chapter 24, I think that's high on that's up at the top of the list, I think, of things that are going to happen next chapter. So we'll have to wait and see. But let me know what you think. What do you think a Team 7 reunion is going to be? Do you think it's going to be short and sweet? Like it's going to be like really brief and quick? Boruto shows up and then everybody gathers around and then he teleports them out of there? Or do you think it's going to be a lot more like, he's gonna teleport over to them and explain the situation and like the new mission or like the new way they're gonna handle things or how they are gonna proceed with the mission with bringing back Moegi and bringing back Gaara and Arya and every Shinki and whatnot. You know what I mean? Do you think he'll explain it, or do you think it's gonna, I don't know, maybe move in another direction? Let me know what you think. But yeah, Team 7 reunion. Let me know if you're excited about that too. So until chapter 24, thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah,